The Last Colossus may contain explicit content. Check the episode show notes for content warnings, and make sure to stay to the end of the episode for a special look at something that we're cooking up for next year.
Just as it appeared that the rune speaker would be attacked alongside the Óndarvar, she misty-stepped to safety and showed the brave heroes a way deeper into the mine, where she claimed they would finally find the king and queen.
After an extremely wild minecart chase through the caverns, the Hangmen narrowly escaped the clutches of the Óndarvar and found a moment to rest where they questioned the rune speaker about how she knew where to find the missing monarchs.
She explained that way back when she had been attacked before meeting the party, that she was injected with a poison that dulled her powers, and had a false memory implanted into her mind. When the evil Óndarvar tried to place another memory into her mind, she broke free and understood what was going on.
The rune speaker feigned loyalty to the Óndarvar to listen into their plans and discovered that the king and queen were locked in a vault deep in the volcano.
As the Hangmen got closer to the vault door, they met an ancient blue dragon named Thruma that had been blinded by the deceitful Óndarvar when they locked away the rulers of the nation.
Thruma granted them entry into the vault and explained that they needed to use the king's heart of stone in order to safely pass into the vault.
Just as the heroes were about to enter the vault, the Óndarvar returned en masse to prevent them from freeing the rulers. Luckily, with Thruma as their ally, they held off the vile Dark Ones long enough to enter the vault.
Hey everybody, welcome back to The Last Colossus, an actual play Dungeons & Dragons series about a group of heroes who must take on a harrowing quest to prevent the rise of primordial evil that threatens to plunge the world into another war. My name is Matthew, and I am the Dungeon Master. Just a reminder to fill out that poll from our last episode about a small or dump episode. I think it'd be fun to do, but I don't want to do it if people don't want it. Anyway, speaking of lore, my fun fact today, we've mentioned Viltrue. That's a name that's come up multiple times now, including the Cult of Viltrue and dragons serving under Viltrue during wars. Who the heck is Viltrue? Well, Viltrue was one of the primordial gods of the world that was created by Eldrathil's creator. And early on in the life of the world itself, Viltrue was corrupted by the leader of the Óndarvar, and he was used as a puppet to cause chaos and destruction across the world. So, if you hear that name come up, he's bad news.
Hey everybody, I'm Jordan. I play Aegin on this wonderful, wonderful podcast that we all do together, and we have so much fun. I don't have an Aegin fun fact today, other than I've decided to make it my only goal and whole mission now, from now on, is to find that special axe that Matthew told us about in the last episode. It's the only thing I care about.
So we didn't find it last episode, but we're gonna find it this episode.
So that means that we have to find it this episode, and if we don't, I'm gonna start screaming into the microphone.
Hey guys, I'm Nathan, and I play Kalgorath Stone Shield, and since it's December and it's cold as fuck outside and it is snowy, I figure Cal's got some fun snow stories. So he, where Aegin and Cal are from in Isomra, up in the mountainous areas, especially where Cal's from, by the mountains it would snow and drop tons of snow, and Cal's favorite thing to do with all the other Goliath children was to make little stone golems. And they put stones where their noses were, and then I imagine, a motherly figure would cast some magic on the stones and then animate the snow golems.
Love that.
Little things for the kids.
It's so awesome. I'm just imagining all of the mischief, all of the snow time mischief.
Oh yeah. They're just being complete assholes. They're creating little armies of snow golems. Fighting one another.
The sledding,
they don't even
sledding that had to happen.
Oh yeah.
You thought that minecart race was scary.
You've never seen Goliath children sled.
Mm-mm.
Hey everybody, I'm Noah and I play Drauger. And my fun fact for this episode, funnily enough, is Drauger doesn't really like the snow very much. He, as we've previously stated, doesn't really feel things normally. But with that, he has a hard time with balance sometimes. So being in the snow and the ice, it's just a little bit more treacherous for him to traverse.
And he's metal too, so
icy
he's so
areas.
slippery.
Yeah, exactly. It's just kind of more annoying for him. He does think it's pretty, though.
I'm imagining like the visual of like Drauger having icicles and like snow like frozen to him. So cool.
This is Chapter 10, Assassins of Kings, Part 2.
The hidden door in the mouth of the brass dragon slams shut as you enter the large circular stone chamber of the vault. You can hear the faint sounds of Óndarvar and the ancient dragon locked in combat outside. The whole vault shakes as you hear another eruption of Thruma's lightning breath expel beyond the door. Pouring pillars of lava rain down from an unseen source above you, evenly spaced along the circumference of this chamber. There's pretty much nothing to see in here. No furniture, rugs, gold, or tapestries, just cracked stone and blazing heat. This seems to be a prison vault. The only thing you see in here are the two people that are chained and gagged in the center of the floor, the king and queen of Osirith.
I'm running over. No time to waste.
Yeah, I think we all. Cal definitely does that.
I follow behind.
Aegin, you approach first, and you see that they are bound and gagged with nothing more than just what appears to be standard rope and chains. Nothing magical about it.
Are they awake?
They are awake. They are conscious. Their eyes grow wide as they see first anybody coming in. They are, seem to be afraid, but then as they see it is not the Óndarvar, their eyes widen even more as, oh my gosh, are these people here to rescue us?
Hey, sorry to... Are y'all okay? My name's Aegin. Here, let me help you out with that. And she's gonna take her knife and she's gonna cut the ties.
So you ungag them, and the gags fall from their mouth, and they're both having these heavy breaths, and they continue to kind of like unbind themselves, unchain themselves with your help. And King Ironbeard, it turns to you, and he says,
I cannot thank you enough. How on earth did you know that we were here? We thought we were goners. We thought we would be trapped here until we died.
Yeah, long story, actually. We should probably get out of here before we spend too much time getting into it. Unless, fellas, you want to take a stab at it?
As she asks that, Cal is going to use his divine sense in this room.
mm-hmm.
Is there anything other than the two of them?
Perfect.
The only thing that you feel is beyond the sealed shut door is the Óndarvar. Nothing else in this room. It truly is just the king and queen.
Your Highness, I believe it is too long of a story to explain at the moment. We must leave now.
I see, but the problem is there is no way out of here except through that door. And by the sounds of it, the swarm is still out there with Ruma. There is no alternate exit to get out of here. We would have tried.
Ah, shit. Even with this ring of yours that we got over here, and she's, I don't know who has the ring, but she's gonna gesture towards it and or dangle it out in front of her.
I think
Cal still has
the
it.
ring now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think Cal would. Cal holds the ring out towards them. Your heart of stone, my king. I agree with the rest of them. We should not stay here long. If we must fight, we must fight.
By the gods. However did you come to fight? Oh, you're right. We don't have a lot of time to talk. To answer your question, Aegin, no, the Heart of Stone opens other doors, but nothing else in here.
And he gestures around to just the rock walls and the pillars of fire. This is, for all intents and purposes, like a prison vault.
So we're stuck in here, basically.
Is this... So this is King Ironbeard.
Mm-hmm.
Was the King Ironbeard we talked to at the very... When we first met him, the Óndarvar King Ironbeard? Or was it him?
It was the Óndarvar in disguise.
Okay. So we have never met him before, right?
Correct. This is your first time meeting the
Okay.
King
So
Ironbeard proper.
He wouldn't know our names.
Not at all. She said Aegin when she went to go unbind, ungag, and that's the only reason why he said like that. Yes.
Okay. I was just making sure.
No, I'm glad you clarified. Yes. So that was for sure the Óndarvar in disguise that you had met several sessions ago.
So what you're telling me is that Thruma sent us in here to get trapped ourselves? Man, That stinks. She's gonna look really pointedly at the rune speaker.
I do not believe that Thruma did it with any sort of poor intention. He brought us in here to protect the king and the queen and to free them. He's dealing with the Óndarvar there. I mean, for all I think, we wait a moment and see if he can thin out the herd more before we go back out there.
It is not surprising that the dragon would not give us all of the information. Gorasi sent us in here.
Hey, I was making a pointed statement about my belief that there's another way out of here. Don't turn this into something.
That is what I thought too, but apparently not.
No, if there was another way out of here, we would have tried long ago, even if we had our binds and our gags. This is a prison. It is meant for...
Everybody give me an insight check.
Yeah, I was about to be like, who do you normally put here?
First roll.
That's so good right now.
We're coming back strong with another 21.
I got a 5.
I thought you were being serious, Nathan.
What are we doing? Insight?
Insight.
I got a 5 as well.
Ah!
Okay.
Let's go!
Yes!
Aegin, you see a bit of a twist on his face as he pauses for a moment, and you notice that his eyes flick over towards the door, presumably where Thruma would be.
Who'd you build this for? Why do you need a prison so well guarded?
We would usually keep dragons in vaults such as these. These were built to keep dragons in their early stages of rehabilitation, or they could not be,
And he looks kind of towards you, Cal.
fully trusted. There is much at play here, as I'm sure that you have come to find out.
And he holds up the ring.
This, as you have discovered, is more than just a sign of power, more than just a wedding ring. It is a key to the vaults of Osirith. It is a key to the secrets of the mountain. Ones that we would guard with our lives.
So this isn't the only vault?
No. There are many vaults, many purposes of many vaults, many dragons that protect the vaults. This is one of them that was built for containing dragons long ago, when old King Ironbeard found it necessary to keep dragons in cages.
Damn, Rinzi, that just makes it even more impressive that you were able to get us here.
I had heard from the Óndarvar that they were seeking them deeper in the mines. I'd heard that they were talking about switching out guard patrols down here. It's the only reason why I knew where they were. It's lucky.
Hey, I'll take a little look.
What sounds are coming from the other side of the vault door? I think Drauger has kind of like wandered back over to where we came in and is just guarding or keeping an eye on things to make sure nothing comes in and to listen on what's on the other side.
Yeah, so Drauger, you're listening, and you are hearing the loud thudding of Thruma's claws and talons ripping through the Óndarvar's bodies. You're hearing the screams of the Óndarvar. You're hearing the screams of Thruma. You're hearing blasts of lightning. It sounds like basically all-out war between this horde of Óndarvar that were following you guys and this ancient dragon that has been guarding the vault.
I believe that we should be out there helping him. It just does not feel right to me to wait and see what happens.
I do not wish to have a dragon fight my battles for me.
I just know that he's doing all this cool stuff out there and we're literally not even gonna see it.
Well then, it sounds like it is settled. We will reopen the doors for you, but the Queen and I, we have no defenses.
The rune speaker steps up.
Don't worry. I will stay in here with you. It is my sworn duty as your rune speaker to protect the both of you. I will make sure nothing happens as the three of them dispose of the Óndarvar. I've seen them in battle. I know they can succeed.
Yes, Your Highness. The Hangmen always win.
And we will send them back to hell.
Yeah, we will.
Yes, we will.
I feel like we're all just like clasping hands in like a weird three-way clasp and just like slapping each other on the back.
High-fiving and...
Before we go though, Aegin's gonna turn and look at them. Do they look like, other than being exhausted, malnourished, been locked up in a cage for a couple of weeks, are they hurt? Are they
so they look
down
like
on hit points?
they've been beat pretty badly. Both of them have bruises and bloody faces, swelling, scarring. I mean, they look like they've been put through the ringer.
Aegin is gonna give him one for the road, and she's just gonna touch King Ironbeard on the shoulder, and she's gonna cast Cure Wounds. That's just 8 hit points.
Aegin's helping the man?
Only got one spell slot,
the
guys.
metaphorical and literal the man?
You're right. I would touch the queen. You're right. I take it back. She wouldn't, though. Hey, thanks for calling me out on that. You're right.
You go to the queen. Cal is going to go up to the king, and he takes 2 beads off of his band of force and hands them to the king. If an Óndarvar gets too close to you, throw this at them. It is very effective against the Óndarvar.
Aye. A bead of force. These are very powerful objects. I appreciate you. Thank you, Stoneborn.
Well, are we going to do this or not?
Hell yeah, we are.
So as you hand King Ironbeard these 2 beads of force, and again, you have brought the queen up a little bit from her injuries, you all hear this grinding sound, like metal on stone, and as it grows louder and echoes to the vault, the sounds of fighting beyond the door grow louder as well. And the grinding sound stops as this hidden door has opened, revealing the silhouettes of Óndarvar that swarm in. And you see, beyond the door, that Thruma continues to fight against a diminishing horde as this group rushes in towards you all. Everybody, roll me initiative. And if you would all like to refer to D&D Beyond...
Oh, shit.
Oh, fuck yeah.
It's on. It's fucking on.
You, I could kiss you right now. So they came through the door?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then
So they
I
are
would've-
starting to rush, like, kind of past you guys.
I think it's totally valid for you to be over by the door.
Mm-hmm.
the door, like here?
They
Yeah.
rushed in as a horde, but I'm just doing 3 for your guys' ease.
I imagine they like blast their fucking way through and are like flying.
Yeah,
flips
so they
around,
fly
like-
through you. So
Okay.
I will let you get an opportunity attack to do damage that I'll divide against among the 3.
Okay, cool.
Since you had specifically said that you were going off
By the
from
door. I'll say I'm here.
So for our audience, the initiative order is going to be Aegin, then Drauger, then Cal, then the first and second Óndarvar, the Rune Speaker, the third Óndarvar, and then if the King and Queen get pulled into battle, they are at the end. So yeah, Drauger, you can get a free swing in on them.
Awesome. I rolled an 18.
18's gonna hit.
10 damage.
As these Óndarvar fly through the door, rushing past you, Drauger, you get a quick swing on them, and they're all drawing their weapons from the inky black nothingness of their forms. They're all pointed towards you guys. And Aegin, it is your turn.
I think I'm just gonna run up on this one.
Okay.
Well, yeah, no, I'm gonna run up on this one, and I'm gonna take a couple of slashes at it with my short sword and my dagger. First one's only a 9 to hit, so that probably won't.
9 does not hit.
Whew. And so an 8 definitely won't either.
An
Yeah,
8
man.
definitely will not hit.
We're
either, no.
whiffing tonight. It's she runs up on him and she fumbles getting her sword out of her pack, out of the scabbard. She's just like, oh fuck.
I think I want to try to do as much damage as possible.
Deal damage.
There would be 2 rings, guys. That's how they got in. There's another ring because they're wedding rings. I'm sitting here like, how did they open the door? And then I was
So
like, wait a second.
in the last episode, you did hear from Thruma that the only 2 ways to get into this vault were with the Heart of Stone, which had gone missing, and the key to this vault, which had also gone missing / stolen. So yes, you would assume that the Óndarvar, when they trapped the King and Queen here, they took the key with them, and they used it now to return.
Makes sense.
Rhogar, like, holds out his hands, and the shadow from inside him engulfs this 10-foot radius sphere, and you just hear like a drop of water and then a thunderclap as I cast Shatter.
Nice.
That's so sick.
And it's a dex saving throw.
Deck save, yeah.
Is a 17 and a 9. So number 1 passes, number 2 fails.
They are going to take 3d8 thunder damage. 12 damage total.
As you cast Shatter, you engulf this area in darkness. You hear the drop of water before the shattering, but you, Drauger, you see in this darkness the monstrously large, shadowy visage of Ifirth as he slams his staff into the ground. That is the cause of the thunder as you cast your spell and it blasts these Óndarvar.
And then as a bonus action, out comes the sword, swinging, like spinning around me and then spearing into the middle of one of these swarms. I'll do the swarm that passed, which is the one next to me, right?
Yes.
I rolled a 19. It is a 26 to hit.
A 26 absolutely hits.
Oof.
If only I had Hexblade's Curse on. Ooh. Would have been a crit. 11 damage.
Save some aura for the rest of us.
There's aura galore.
There's so
Everybody
much
gets
aura.
aura.
Cal yells out, "Come closer to me before you engage anymore."
On it, Cal!
And I'm gonna cast Bless.
Let's go.
I'm gonna cast Bless on myself, on Drauger, and on Aegin. And like as Cal casts this spell, you see he like raises his shield a little bit and like touches the writing on the back of it, and it goes, "Ancient stones protect us." And you both, as this spell like lands on both of you, you almost feel like Cal sort of puts his hand on your shoulder. He doesn't actually, but it's like what you feel. And this thought goes through your head like, I'm in a hallowed place and I'm with the Stoneborn. I'm safe here. And you're gonna add a d4 to an attack roll or saving throw. And I can't do anything with a bonus action, so that ends my turn.
So this swarm that you were attacking, Drauger, is going to fly towards you, coming up right behind you while you are in range of Cal's blessing, and they are going to move to attack you. And as their wings flutter and you smell the stench of death getting closer, you just hear a couple of them in unison say,
You will die here with your false king, rot in the prison that he has built.
A couple of them have their swords out, but the ones in the front seem not to have any weapons, and as they get closer, they all open their mouths and these huge razor-sharp fangs start to like protrude, and they're gonna try to bite into you.
Ooh.
Vampires! I'm gonna suck your soul out, dude.
It is a 14 and a 16 to hit. I don't think either of those hit.
I'm gonna spend 2 charges to make my AC 17, and they both miss.
So they go to bite into you, and right before their dark fangs can pierce into the metal of your armor, you clench your fist around this ring, and this blue energy surrounds you, and they just like their teeth like sink into the blue and then bounce back like it's some sort of like repelling field. The second swarm is going to go and attack Cal. They have their swords drawn for you. They're going to also make their 2 attacks at you. That is a 19 and a 14 to hit.
Well, the 14 doesn't hit, but the 19 definitely does.
Okay, you're going to take 8 slashing damage
There's your temporary hit points.
and 2 necrotic. As these swords start to slash into you, this huge swarm is coming towards you, so some of their swords get stopped on your shield, others just kind of whiff past you, but a couple find purchase in your arms and your legs, stabbing into you.
I think I need to make a concentration check since they hit me.
Whenever you take damage that you were concentrating a spell, you must make a con saving throw to maintain. The DC is equal to 10 or half the damage that you took, whichever is higher. So you're gonna have to make a DC 10 con saving throw.
I got exactly a 10.
Hey!
Whoa!
That was close.
Cutting it close.
So you just barely keep concentration. I think for a second, like, you're beginning to falter, but then Ook, like, lifts up one of the pieces of your armor, just kind of like keeps your arm up as you're like casting the spell. Also, I will let you retroactively do Ook's turn before we get any farther past you.
Cal's in melee range. He's gonna be in melee range. So he's gonna slam. He's gonna do a slam attack on this thing. Damn, Ook rolls well. Ook rolled a 21 to hit this guy.
Damn.
Yeah, that'll hit.
So
Beast within.
2 damage.
Okay. I can't wait for him to get the final kill on these guys again.
God, I
Every
can't wait
time,
for
man.
Ook to like literally steal all of our kills. He's so
Insane.
awesome.
He's
so
insane. He's insanely powerful.
The rune speaker begins to draw her scimitar that, again, you had seen her draw before out of nothingness.
Yes.
And as she's kind of getting in like a protective stance, the king puts his hand on her arm that holds the scimitar.
Lend me your weapon, rune speaker. Allow me to fight. I will not stand here and let someone else defend me. Allow me this opportunity.
And she looks at him and nods and hands him the scimitar. And she's going to instead cast Firebolt on the third group. Okay, the rune speaker got a nat 20
Holy shit.
with my dice from Noah. So thank you, Noah.
nice, dude.
So she's
You're
gonna do
welcome.
2d10 fire damage to them. That is a 10 and a 8. So 18 fire damage to this third group of Óndarvar as she slams, as she like hurls his bolt. So she's like handed the scimitar off, and in the same motion, she just like thrusts a hand forward, and this huge blazing blast of heat slams into this horde.
No, it makes sense because she literally doesn't even need the weapon. She's just like, yeah, this is literally not even like a handicap. Take this thing.
So with that, we're on to the third Óndarvar group, which is right on you, Aegin. So they are going to also try and bite you. They get 2 attacks to bite.
Good luck.
Okay. That is a... Ooh, that is not a d20, that is a d10. I was like, wow, that's a really low number for a d20. Okay, the first one is a 15 to hit, which I don't think meets your armor class.
That does, but I will use a charge on my ring thingy and raise
Okay.
my AC to 16.
Awesome. So the one tries to bite into you, just like with Drauger. You clench your fist, the blue surrounds you, and as they bite into it, their teeth just bounce back off. And as the second one comes towards you, that is a 16 to hit. Give it a charge.
Yeah, I do actually.
Okay.
So I'm gonna use another charge. She's used to critters trying to bite her. She's just like, yo, get off me.
There you go. I love
Critter
that.
wrestling.
Okay,
She knows what's up.
yeah. Crater wrestling is awesome. Yeah, so they go to bite at you once. You activate your shield. They go to bite again. You activate it one more time. Do you have one more charge left, or is that your final charge?
No, I actually do have one more charge left.
Dang.
I haven't
You haven't
used
used
this
the ring at all?
No, because I forget that I have it.
Real. Okay, with that,
Also, most of the times you hit me last game, it was not within 3, so I couldn't have done anything about it anyways.
okay, so it is the king's turn. Ironbeard now has this scimitar, and he's kind of like weighing in his hands, trying to figure out, exactly the weight of this object, how to swing it, and he is going to rush past the rune speaker's protection, and next to Cal, just from the corner of your eye, you just see King Ironbeard, bloodied, bruised, broken, in shabby clothing not fit for the king of one of the most powerful nations of the world.
Awesome.
And
So
he
cool.
comes just like a bat out of hell towards this group of Óndarvar with this scimitar and just slices through them.
I have so much respect for this man.
Yes, my king! Kill them!
On King Ironbeard?
All right, that is a 21 and a 15, which means both of them hit. The second one just barely hitting. So, d6 plus 2, so 2d6 plus 2, which is 5, 8, 9, so 12 slashing damage on this group of Óndarvar that Cal is fighting.
Yes.
It feels good to fight again. To fight against my oppressors. We will take this day. We will take this victory.
Yes, we will.
Yeah, that's me, and I'm gonna take another couple of swings. She does feel a little bit inspired by King Ironbeard getting up and fighting. She will not
Hell
admit
yeah.
it though.
Remember, you get to add a plus or a d4 to this.
Oh, thank God. Okay. So the first one's a 12, so I doubt that hits. But
12
the
does
second
not quite
one's,
hit.
but the second one is 20 in stilettos.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
That is going to be 10 damage. With the rune speaker and the queen in her back, the rune speaker's just done a bunch of damage. The king came and did all like this awesome sliding attack, and I think she's just gonna, be like, yeah, got my guys with me, and she's gonna just keep slashing.
Bonus action, dancing sword, swing into this Óndarvar swarm. I got a 19.
A 19 hits.
So that's gonna be 2d6 plus 5, 12 damage, and then I'm going to Eldritch Blast as well. But I think because they're right on me, I have to do it with disadvantage, right? Because they're within 5 feet of me.
Yes. Yep. Anything within 5 feet of you at a ranged spell is disadvantage.
I rolled a 19 and then a nat 20.
That's
Nice.
so
Okay.
awesome.
So yes,
Awesome.
that is definitely gonna hit.
So, yeah, 25 to hit. 9 more damage.
You sling this Eldritch Blast forward, and you kind of just like feel the deathly presence of Earth behind you as you cast this spell, channeling your patron's energy, and it's like sizzles through a bunch of them, and you see that there is like a pile of bodies that is starting to accumulate at the feet of the other flying Óndarvar.
Cal is gonna take a swing on this swarm that's in front of him. I rolled a 24 to hit. And then I got 7 plus 4, so 11 damage on these dudes. And then, fuck it, I'm gonna Divine Smite too. We've clarified this a couple times, but I always fucking forget. These guys are part monstrosity, part undead.
Correct.
Okay, so with the Divine Smite, I normally get to roll 2d8, but because they're undead, I also get to roll an extra d8, so I'm gonna roll 3 more d8s.
Are they?
Damn.
Aren't they vulnerable to radiant as well?
Damn.
Yes, they are.
Fuck.
Stack it.
Alright. So 8 and 6 is 14, and then another 4, so 18 damage. Radiant damage.
So it's doubled.
Yeah. So 18
So
times
36
2
damage.
is 36 damage, yeah. Plus the,
Damn.
however
That
much
is
bludgeoning
so
damage
much.
I did.
Give me the juice. Tell me how you do this attack. They are looking weak, just like with Drauger. There are piles of bodies that are accumulating right now.
You see where they had jabbed at him before, Cal like pulls the swords out and is like fending off attacks, and he swings wide with his warhammer, clobbers one right in the fucking face, and through his fucking head you see this radiant light, and all his brain matter and shit comes out, and this like force shockwave blasts through the ones behind it.
Amazing. Yeah, that group is severely dwindled. They are down to just the last couple of Óndarvar.
You will have to try harder than that, Óndarvar.
Finish them off, Ook!
Ook!
And that's gonna have him do a slam attack again, and that's an 18 to hit.
18's gonna hit.
3 damage. I imagine after, as Cal hits this one Óndarvar in the head, Ook, runs up off of Cal's shoulder, hops onto the head of this Óndarvar that he just hit, and then, slams down on it. Double-armed, slams him down.
Yeah, that is exactly what happens. That Óndarvar swarm that has been going between the dancing sword and Drauger is going to attack Drauger now. They are going to use their swords this time on you. There's a 17 and a 19.
Tough.
You cannot defeat me. I am Drauger.
And then they just stab into me.
You were like, you're gonna have to do better than ow.
They get in the gaps of your armor. So messed up.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that tickles. Ooh, ow.
So it's 12 slashing damage and 3 necrotic.
Don't change for a guy like me.
The second group is on Cal and the king. They are going to turn their attention from Cal to the king now. Okay, it is a 5 and a 21 to hit.
I'm gonna impose disadvantage on the 21. You see, as this Óndarvar tries to attack him, Cal shoves his shield in there and blocks a blow, or tries to block a blow.
And it's a 19, still gonna hit.
Ugh!
But so good. So I imagine that you thrust your shield out and it starts to block him, but then another one comes in with so much force that it like moves your arm back and it still stabs through the shoulder of the king. It's just gonna be a D10 plus a D4 necrotic. So I rolled a 1 and a and a 3. So he's only gonna take 4 damage. He takes 1 slashing and 4 necrotic. All right, the rune speaker. She is going to cast another firebolt. Another firebolt going towards that group. Actually, now she is aiming at the one that is attacking the king and Cal.
Hell yeah.
11 plus 6, 17. 17 hits.
Defend your king!
With my life.
7 fire damage to them. That third group now going towards Aegin again.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 17 and a 9.
The 17 hits. Or, actually, no, it doesn't. I'm using my last charge.
Yes!
You are like centimeter away from having this blade pierce your flesh when you activate the shield, and it like kind of sticks in there for a second like a bubble and then repels, and they growl at you, angry that you have repelled their last 3 attacks, and they just like give you this dead, horrifying stare.
Aegin growls right back.
Is the king's turn now.
Let him finish him off.
Oh my god, I rolled an 18 and a 16 on the die. Both of those hit without adding modifiers.
Awesome.
Let's go.
Let's go.
So 2d6 plus 4. I rolled a 1 and a 1. So it does 4 damage.
Let's go. Hey, every bit counts.
Back at the top of the turn, can everybody give me a perception check?
I would love to. That's a 16 for me.
6.
13.
Aegin, you notice that the fighting outside of the door seems to have stopped.
Yeah, Aegin's gonna try to see if she can like crane her neck and get a glimpse. See how Thruma's doing.
You're at the top of the order, so I'll just go ahead and tell you now on your turn. Thruma looks like he is unconscious. His head is upon the floor, and there are Óndarvar standing around him. And like in unison, like a horror movie, their heads snap from looking at him over to you, all their eyes glowing, like reflective, and they seem like they're gonna start walking towards you.
Thruma? Oh fuck. Cal, you got any more heals on you?
Not many.
Brace yourselves, fellas.
King Ironbeard, get behind me.
She's gonna keep hacking at these guys in front of her. Really all she can do at this point. That is a nat 20 though.
Yeah, it is. That's gonna hit.
Okay, so that's 13 damage, but I'm also gonna add my psychic blades. That's 16 damage total.
Okay.
The psychic damage is from when I growled back at them. I bared my teeth, and they were bigger.
Nice.
He's got 2 big front teeth.
Dude. Yeah.
All Aegin wanted for Christmas was 2 bigger front teeth.
2 bigger front teeth. I think she stabs like right into them with her sword, and she's gonna immediately follow up with her dagger, slashing kind of across the... No, she's not, because that's a nat 1. So she hits, that's really funny. So she gets this really solid like stab right into the middle of like 2 Óndarvar. She like skewers them and then just like loses her balance on the swipe follow through.
Give me a dex check.
Oh no. That is a 17 plus 5, so that's a 20.
Okay, you successfully keep a hold of your dagger and do not let it fly towards your allies.
It's okay, because I can recall it to my hand on a bonus action.
True,
It still
but
would've been
the rune
unfortunate.
speaker, the
It
queen,
prob-
are behind you.
No.
You got a nat 1, so
No, I probably would've
it's a
hit
good thing
them.
You good. Yeah, what a nat 1. You probably
Kill
would
the
have.
queen.
My girls.
You take like all
I
of the
can't
health
hurt
that
them.
you helped her.
No!
Ladies.
I healed her just so I could hit her later. The circle of life.
Amen.
We will not rest until all of these Óndarvar are dead.
Bonus action, dancing sword. I need to cast Hexblade Curse.
Bro, you gotta cast Hexblade Curse.
I rolled another 19 on the die, so 26 to hit.
That'll hit.
Hell yeah, man.
How many times have I swung this sword? 3?
This is
The third time?
the top of the third. So yes, this will be number 3.
Yeah.
I do 11 more damage,
Amazing.
and then I'm going to once again try to Eldritch Blast the swarm.
After you say you will not rest until the Óndarvar are killed, you hear the ones that are close to you say,
Your god will find you to be nothing more than an empty tin can when we're done with you.
Even with disadvantage, I got a dirty 20,
Damn,
nice,
bro.
that hits.
and the one that speaks to me, I like grab it, and the force of Firth channels into my mitts and explodes this guy's head.
Yes.
Yes, dude.
That's so awesome.
It's like Shadow of War when you can use the ring to like blow people's heads up to give yourself health back. I imagine it's kind of like you
Yeah.
grab him and then like your hand starts to glow and then just like bam, his head explodes.
Firth literally just said, "Take that back, whore."
Literally.
Yeah, after his head blows up, Drauger goes,
And what say you now?
And he is just a blackened corpse on the ground, his head still dripping atop of his brethren.
Cal is gonna swing at these Óndarvar again. He's full on. He's definitely gonna. I'm definitely gonna get in front of the king as much as I can. I mean, flavor wise, I'm not actually gonna get in front of him.
Yeah, I mean you're basically right in front of him anyway, so yeah.
But yeah, Cal is doing his best to like keep him and his shield in between the Óndarvar and the king. And he's gonna swing wide with his warhammer again. And I get a 21 to hit.
21's gonna hit.
It's gonna be 5 damage.
They are still looking extremely low as you slam into this group with a warhammer. There's not a ton of them left that you can really find purchase into, so that's why you only do 5 damage. You hit just like 1 or 2 of them in the shoulders, you swing through them.
As I follow through with one of the swings, I'm going to use the feat on my shield, and I mean they're a swarm, but I'm going to shield bash them. So if I attack a creature within 5 feet of me as part of the attack action with a melee weapon, I can immediately bash the target with my shield if it's equipped. So they gotta make a strength saving throw of 13.
Okay, they have a +2. I rolled a 2, so it's a 4, which is a failure.
Hell yeah. So on a failed save, I can either push them 5 feet or cause it to be prone. I'm gonna cause these dudes to be prone.
Okay.
So I imagine Cal, again, you know, he swung wide, just cast Divine Smite, then he kind of like jabs his warhammer forward, and like one of the Óndarvar stumbles back, and then you just see he like trips one of the Óndarvar and like slams him down with his shield, like pins him to the floor.
Perfect. Love that.
And then Ook's gonna follow up and slam attack this dude.
Yeah, he is.
with advantage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because he's prone.
Oh, thank God. 19. He would have missed if you hadn't told me advantage.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
So yeah. That 2 more damage.
They are almost completely withered away.
I think Ook, like, as Cal pins this Óndarvar to the floor, Ook doesn't even like use his arms or anything. He just like cannonballs off the top of Cal onto the head of this Óndarvar.
So awesome.
Okay, Óndarvar 1. Still with Drauger. 2 bite attacks. They bare their fangs towards you as you have blown the head off of one of their allies. They are going to come at you with their teeth.
It will try.
They will fail.
Well, the first one's a 19.
God, Jordan, keep your mouth shut.
And the second one's a 15.
Both of them hit.
2d6 plus 8 piercing. So 15 piercing damage. And as they sink their teeth further into you, you take 3 necrotic damage. They are going, the second swarm is going to try and go for the king. You impose disadvantage after they roll, right? If you do like your reaction to impose disadvantage, and you can tell me which one to do disadvantage with.
Yeah, well, it just says, while wielding a shield and a creature you can see attacks a target other than you within 5 feet, you can use your reaction to impose a disadvantage on the attack roll.
Okay, it's a 12 and a 16. Only the 16 would potentially hit.
They're 2 separate attacks, so yeah, the 16.
So they're both gonna miss then. As you, again, just come in and throw that shield up in front of them, it slams into the eagle, and the eagle kind of like glows brighter, and they repel their swords in unison.
Hell yeah. You will not touch the king!
Runespeaker, again, going to attack the group that is trying to kill the king. She has a +6 to hit. That is a 18 plus 6 hits.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, she has to roll the average of this, and she will take out this group. Where's my D10?
Come on, Runesy.
10. She
Yes!
does full damage, and as she slings this bolt of fire forward, it explodes the 2 remaining Óndarvar of this group, and they wither away, adding to this pile of bodies that is near the king and Cal.
Yes!
With that, the king is going to kind of take a step back, going back to back with Cal. Cal, you've got your shield and your warhammer out. The king has got the scimitar out, and he just kind of like goes up behind you. And then Ook has got his fists up like he's ready to fight too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah!
Third Óndarvar group going at Aegin. I guess technically the king doesn't go till after that, but it's fine. I'm not pressed. Aegin, they're going to just swing at you with their swords.
Try it. Just fucking try it.
Okay. Nat 20, 22, and a 9, 11.
Holy shit.
Whoa, whoa. What the fuck?
9,
Well,
11.
9 plus 2 for an 11. So it's 2d10 plus 2 to you.
Holy shit.
8, 15, so 17 slashing damage, plus 1 necrotic. So we are back to the beginning of the turn order. And Aegin, you had seen that the Óndarvar that had seemingly taken down Thruma switched over their attention to you and started to slowly approach. And as you turn your head again at the end of this round of combat, you see that they have all accumulated in mass at the mouth of this door to the vault. And you see just the silhouettes of them as they have kind of like gathered up in this dark congregation. And walking through the crowd, taller than the rest, still just seeing the silhouette, you see another Óndarvar come through, and you feel that connection that you placed earlier, that this is the Óndarvar that had been impersonating Ironbeard. He slowly walks through the crowd, ducking his head as he enters, narrowly avoiding hitting his antler-like horns on the doorway. Smoke rises from its charred, peeling skin. The smell of burnt flesh and electricity wafts over you. The Óndarvar kind of crowd behind him, making this barrier as he walks towards you. You see something shrouded in shadow clutched in his hand.
Excellent. You have found your noble king. See what state this mighty man is in. Brought to his knees by the true rulers of Eldrathil. But we can set you free. In this needless violence. And listen to what I have to say. You will gain nothing from this existence that you fight so hard to protect. You will lose in the end. Your gods that you put your faith in, these rulers, they will not inherit this place. It will return back to us, the true rulers of Eldrathil. Stop the fighting. Let us speak for a moment. Your dragon is taken down. Your defenses rot. Let us try diplomacy. One more time.
All of the Óndarvar, they stop fighting.
They just kind of cease their fighting. Yes, they're kind of still in the pose of whatever they were in when they were about to attack again, but now they seem to be paying full attention to this lead Óndarvar that has come in.
Aegin stands up from the fighting stance that she was in, and she puts her sword away and pulls out her bow, but real casual like. And she looks at Drauger.
Looks at me.
Yeah, well, because last time we did all that
Yeah.
negotiating, we know what he wants, and it's you. So it's up to you, King. She's looking to you to see
Okay.
if you want to hear this guy out or not, and if you don't, then she's not going to.
I got you.
Would ask to negotiate with one such as me.
No longer just you. The equation has widened. We merely want the ring. But let me show good faith. I'm sure you have questions. And I have answers. Ask. And I shall impart my knowledge upon you. Don't you want to understand what this is all about? Why we have done such a thing? Why we would go through all of this effort to trick brave heroes such as you? I offer a chance for you to understand why I do this. Not as an enemy, but as an equal.
Can I enter into my mind state for a minute and send a quick prayer to Ephirth for guidance?
Yeah, you sort of enter this plane that you have before where you speak directly with Ephirth, and you are in the black void. You are standing in the water, and you see even darker against the darkness of this void is the shadow of Ephirth, and he stands with staff in hand, his cloak billowing about him, the mask or the cloth that covers his face sort of billowing a little bit, and he stands before you.
I have come to realize my importance in all of this, and I need your guidance.
Give me a religion check.
15.
15 is exactly what you needed to get. So, Ephirth takes a step forward through this water. You can smell the ocean and smell death as he approaches you and kneels down to, quote, get on your level, but still towers above you, his staff still in hand. And as the cloth that covers his face wafts in this invisible breeze, you get a quick glimpse of this withered, smiling face.
I would suggest that you listen, but be prepared to strike at a moment's notice. These Óndarvar are crafty, but I have sensed they do carry answers that we wish to have. Proceed with caution, my Drauger. Be prepared to strike should the moment call, but for the moment, diplomacy might be an answer.
I know what I must do.
Well, it sounds like you want to tell us.
I simply want to give you a reason to understand why we do what we do. There is no need for us to have disagreements. No need for us to not be on the same level. I understand this deception. Leaves a sour taste in the mouth. I hope to cleanse that.
You know, it would have been nice to think about that before you hurt all these people.
What is it that you wish to know?
So I whoosh back from talking to Efirth. I walk over to Cal and say,
Cal, hand me the ring.
and I motion down, give him the signal, he knows he doesn't have the ring. Give me a beat of force.
Are you sure this is what you want to do? I'm not sure this is the greatest plan, but I trust in you, Drauger, and I will pass you off a beat of force.
I used my inspiration. Total, I got a 21 in deception.
Okay.
And I blench it in my mitt and turn back to them and kind of walk back to where I was.
You can have the ring, but you must answer question.
Ask away.
Before you ask that question, I want to, seeing as Cal just gave him a beat of force, I want to, and we're not in combat, but I want to hold an action that whenever he uses the beat of force, Cal is going to cast Channel Divinity.
Cool.
Why did y'all take over the city?
An uneasy alliance has been formed between the disciples of Viltrue, the White Cloaks, and us. We work together. Small pieces of one larger puzzle. The disciples want what's in Storsmithia. The White Cloaks are already positioned north of here. And we want the capital. Mutual gain.
What do the White Cloaks get out of this deal?
The White Cloaks and the disciples are willing to help us. In exchange for our help. For what they need done. We all share a common belief. The gods do not truly deserve to rule over the dominion of which they rule now. It was stolen from us. The first creatures to live here before Dalen came and twisted our home into something unrecognizable.
Oh, boo-hoo. Change happens.
So if we came into your kingdom and changed things, ruined everything that you had built, the peace that you had, you would be satisfied. You would not find your balance of life as it has been for eons. You would not find that to be a betrayal.
Betrayal's not quite the word. Regardless, I don't understand what they're getting out of this whole thing. Isn't your whole deal turning this place back to what it was when you ruled, where y'all are the only creatures that are able to survive?
We are showing our power. The king and queen that you have fought so hard to free, fought so hard to protect. We had no plans on killing them. We were simply going to make a demonstration out of them. A sign that this land does not belong to them, but to us. But what would that do? Killing the precious king and queen in front of their peoples. You already know that we're killers. No, we need not make them martyrs. They die in secret. Cowards in the bottom of a volcano. The sign of power. We have taken over, with no one being the wiser, and no one having the power to stop us. This is just the first step, the first kingdom to take over.
So basically what they're getting out is a blaze of glory?
No, so much more than that. We get the kingdom. The White Cloaks, they get what they need. we send the people they need. And the disciples, they get what lies in the volcano.
And what exactly is so important that they need what is in the mountain?
This.
And he holds up the object that was shrouded in his hand. You see is a giant white scale.
I thought it was gonna be the axe.
Where's the axe?
I was like, the axe! Yes!
No.
I know it! No,
That's a late game item. You have to glitch to get it early.
I thought I was jinxed.
Nah. We gotta kill this Óndarvar, and then we loot his corpse and it'll be on him.
No. We have to kill this guy, then we have to leave, and then come back 3 times, and then we loot his corpse and it's there.
Do we know who the leader of the Óndarvar is?
The leader of the Óndarvar, you guys know, was Denonde before he was killed by Morrovan and his spirit entered Morrovan, where Morrovan became the basically new leader of the Óndarvar. But after his banishment and imprisonment, where you guys don't know, the Óndarvar kind of don't have like a head leader. Some of them kind of see Ildvak, the ruler of Infernum, kind of as like a semi-leader.
Like a stand-in?
Yeah, kind of like a stand-in, because Ildvak and the Infernals were created by Denonde, so like, okay, well, he's kind of the next best thing. But for the most part, those who don't see Ildvak as their ruler, they kind of just have their own like small sect leaders, essentially.
Damn, so the Óndarvar have they're not some hive mind. They act of their own volition sometimes. Okay.
Correct.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Did you pull that off Thruma's corpse, or did you bring that one with you?
We have no need to carry this around. These come from your companion.
Alright.
As he says that it comes from our companion, I look at King Ironbeard. Is that not your insurance to keep the dragons in tow? That is not good.
He says nothing, but the look on his face tells you everything. He looks terrified.
What's that do to a dragon when it's on one?
The dragons, they do not always follow the old King Ironbeard. Noble as he was, they had to have safety measures. Make sure the dragons didn't step out of line again. Why do you think they have dragon vaults down here?
She's gonna look at King Ironbeard with just so much vitriol. That's fucked up.
I knew it was not that simple. You cannot change a dragon's nature just that easily.
And what would you have us do? Allow these dragons to go about and kill, to still be under the rule of Viltrue? No, we have rehabilitated them, given them a chance to come back into society. Would you not do the same? Would you let their species completely become evil because of one bad decision?
My species kills them!
That is wrong. There is no need to be at war. We can help them. We can put them back at peace.
No, you're right. There is no need to be at war, and y'all are oversimplifying this by a wide fucking margin. You think that the only way to get people to do what you want is by force. You think that maybe all the problems in our society are because people aren't following the fucking rules? Maybe the society we live in create the motherfucking problems, and if we fix our society, then people don't want to do bad things.
Can you give me a Constitution saving throw?
That is a 20.
You, as you are talking about changing societal norms, you're looking at Ironbeard and you turn back towards the Óndarvar, and it has shifted its form and now appears as a tall, pale-skinned drow cloaked in bear skin, and it smiles at you and says,
Right you are, little cub. You want to change the society, don't you? So quick to anger about it, aren't you?
but since you passed your con check, you will not take any sort of psychological damage.
Get out of my head.
And it switches back into its Óndarvar form.
What do the White Cloaks want with the other Drauger?
Let me ask you this. Do you fear your god? Earth, the black sheep of the gods, doing as he pleases. He is withered, rotten like his soul. He commands you with promises, sweet and rich as honey, but he gives you nothing but lashings, yes. You, like the other Drauger, you can be free from this. It is possible. That is what the White Cloaks do.
Some may see it that way, but I know that I have an important duty to the world. And if it is the black sheep of the gods leading the black sheep of the mortals, in order to stop their souls from being led to those like you, then I would say no matter how many lashings I receive, my duty is still important.
Noble. Very noble. In time may come to reconsider. But no matter. There are plenty of White Cloaks. Our ranks will continue to fill. You wait till your god shows his true hand. You are merely seeing a cloaked, deceptive version of what he has to offer. What has he promised you, Drauger?
He has promised me my memories.
And when you get these memories, what then? What do you think happens to you then? A smile on your face, warmth returning to your suit of armor. What do you get from it? Except more pain. That is not you. That is something you used to be. You have evolved past that. It will be nothing but scars in your head, tormenting you. You are this now. This was all you will ever be.
That certainly rocks Drauger for a second.
It might just be a scar that I bear. Enough of this.
And I'm throwing the beat of force at them.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. It is going to be two separate rolls because they have different stats. This lead Óndarvar that you have been talking to is going to make his check, and then the other group, some of them will make a check as well. DC 15?
Yes, DC 15 dexterity saving throw.
Okay, I'm going to make this for the group behind him first. Dexterity, they have a +1. That is a 16 + 1, 17.
Ooh.
And then the lead Óndarvar has a +2. And that is a natural 20.
God damn it.
Shit.
Okay, so creatures that succeeded on the save or are partially within the area are pushed away from the center of the sphere until they are no longer inside it.
So they're all going to be kind of pushed back against the big group that's been clumped up together. They're all going to kind of like comically fall into each other a little bit as the lead one like thrashes away from them and starts to walk towards you guys. We're keeping initiative order. I'm going to add their initiative. You have a channel divinity that you have saved.
Yes. Hopefully this takes. So I'm going to use Nature's Wrath. Same kind of thing I've been doing every other time. I think, because I held my action, I was waiting for him to throw the Beat of Force. So as I watch him throw it, I think Cal would be running at this head Óndarvar. He must succeed on a strength or dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Its choice of a DC 12, or it's restrained.
I rolled a 14 + 3 is 17.
Everything is not working. As he kind of is running up, you see he just gestures his shield towards this Óndarvar, and the ground starts to crack a little bit, and you start to see those stalactites from earlier sort of grow, but they don't take.
I'm going to roll their initiative really quick. So the new order is Aegin, then the lead Óndarvar, then Drauger, then the fourth Óndarvar group, Cal Ook, first Óndarvar group, Runespeaker, Óndarvar 3, then the King and Queen.
This place was built to contain dragons, right?
Yes.
And dragons have lots of cool things they can do, like breathe fire, breathe electricity, and et cetera, et cetera. So reasonably, this room was made to withstand a hit.
Yes.
Cool. Cal, you run up kind of close-ish to these guys, and you hear from behind you this strike of a flint, the creak of Aegin pulling back her bow, and then she goes, "Cal, duck!" And she's gonna use her bow to launch the dynamite, the lit dynamite, right into the middle of this cluster.
Nice.
Of
Fuck,
Yeah.
That is a dexterity saving throw for the two groups.
The first one is going to be a 9, which fails from the Scout Group 4, and then Scout Group, that's fun, 15 plus, shit, where did my one go? 15 plus 2 is 17.
That does save, but they'll still take half damage. So the group that failed is going to take 17 damage. Oh, and then this is that's 19 damage because this is a thrown thing. And then the group that succeeded will take half.
Yeah, so that explodes between the lead Óndarvar and the fourth scouting group. And the scouting group seems to be shaken a lot more than the lead Óndarvar. He's got like a little bit of fire that's like at his back, but he just brushes it off.
I hate this motherfucker.
So the lead Óndarvar is walking kind of between Drauger and Cal, since you guys are right next to each other, more or less. As he walks forward, he has not drawn a weapon, but he stretches out his arms, and you see that 3 Óndarvar from behind him just completely dissipate into thick black smoke before being absorbed by this Óndarvar.
He's eating them!
And everything starts to shake as he grows until he is just barely taller than Cal.
Just taller than Cal. God, it sucks.
Fuck.
His ego shattered.
Shit, no, you're as tall as my brother.
We will sup upon your souls until unquenchable hunger disperses, and you are a husk ripe for puppeting.
Now he's as big as Cal, and he stretches out these huge devilish wings that seem to mimic the movement of his hands as he held them out to absorb the life essence of his allies. He walks between Cal and Drauger seems to kind of like snap his head to look at you. His head is like kind of at a cocked angle. His eyes are glowing, and he smiles as he plunges a hand into his chest and pulls out this giant greatsword, mimicking your movement for whenever you pull out your weapons from your chest. He's gonna make one attack against you and one attack against Cal.
He's coming for your
And
brand! Your brand!
His big suck, is it an action?
That was just like the flavor for him being the boss, because he doesn't get anything extra. He doesn't gain a size or HP or anything. He's just aura farming. He used his
so
free
cool.
action to aura farm.
God, as he should. You know what? I should be using my free action to aura farm more often. This guy's onto
Hit me.
something.
So I rolled dirty 20 against Drauger and a nat 20 against Cal.
Oh my god.
I impose disadvantage on the dirty 20 against Drauger. I think I've seen you take some hits, and Cal is like in protection mode.
And that brings it down to a 14.
That misses. Holy shit, that
Thank
misses.
God. Oh my god.
Barely.
So you watch as this huge dark sword starts to swing towards Drauger, and you hold your shield out, and you cannot get it back in front of you in time to block this. And as he goes with the follow through of the sword, you see that it ignites in this pitch black primordial void fire Just again,
Yes.
for farming, not to do more damage. And he is going to swing his nat 20 against you.
I think flavor-wise here, like, me imposing disadvantage gets that crit on me. Like, he's not just blocking. Cal is not just getting in there with his shield. He's body blocking this hit.
11 slashing damage and 3 necrotic.
Okay. The swarm next to me is pretty low, right?
They are well below bloodied.
I'm going to try to take them out, so that's one less group we have to worry about.
Mm-hmm. And you have one more attack with your dancing sword before it returns to you.
Correct. This is the attack. Bonus action, dancing sword. Are we still blessed?
Oh, he hit
Make
me.
a constitution check.
It's whichever one is higher, right? So I have to beat a 17.
No.
Plus up.
Or half the damage. So you need to beat it 10.
It's still 10. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Constitution saving throw.
Yes.
Does he get to add bless to it? Because it's the saving throw.
That'd be really funny.
So if you're the one who casts it, you must maintain concentration to benefit from it.
So I guess not.
Gonna say no because you're contesting if you have concentration or not.
Then I lose concentration. I rolled 6. I rolled 6.
I try to be fair.
No, you're good. You're good.
Okay, well, I got a 17.
17 hits.
Okay, awesome. 15 more damage to these guys.
They
Are they
are
still up?
so low.
Fuck that, brother.
Fuck.
Dude.
The sword comes back to me, and this whole time it's been like collecting the shadow emanating from their wounds, and when I grab onto it, much like the leader Óndarvar, it like absorbs into me, and I'm going to cast my Pious False Light.
Yes. Dude, that is
Yes,
awesome.
Huge.
I get, with it being my Pious one, I rolled max, and I get 18 temporary hit points.
Yes, dude.
Yes. It's
Back
huge.
from the grave once more. What is that, like the third time today?
You guys see that the Óndarvar group that had come in, that was kind of backing the lead Óndarvar, swiftly departs from the door and back outside, and you guys currently cannot see where they are out there.
They're going for Thruma. I gotta get out
which
there.
means that it is Cal's turn.
The lead Óndarvar was the one with the scale, correct?
Yes.
I think he's fighting the lead Óndarvar head on. Yep. Nat fucking 20. Let's go.
Yes! Please tell me you have a spell slot. Oh,
Oh, I'm sorry.
We got this.
Oh, we're just gonna win. So
Nah, it's 10 damage. I didn't do very well. Didn't roll very well. And I think with that, Cal has taken that big hit, and he goes for, like, the kneecaps of this Óndarvar. Strikes out with the pick end of the pick end of his warhammer, strikes the kneecap with one hand, and then slams his fucking shield into the face of this guy.
Nice.
He is gonna make a. It doesn't cost anything, so I need him to make a DC 13 strength check or saving throw. Sorry, saving throw.
Okay. It's a 17 plus 3, dirty 20.
Yeah, Cal kneecaps this thing with the fucking pick end of his warhammer, bashes him in the face. He doesn't go down, and Cal just goes, "Give me the scale."
And as you say that, and you kind of have him, like, you know, a little bit buckled forward from you taking out his kneecaps, he puts one clawed hand behind your head, you know, being slightly taller than you, and leans into your ear and just says,
Oh, but I've yet to show you what I'm gonna do with it. I'll prove you right, Stoneborn.
and he like thrusts you back.
And then Ook is gonna do a stone throw because Ook is the goat.
Crits.
No. No, he got.
Wait, yeah.
11
Did you
to
do
hit.
extra damage from your crit? Was that you rolling
Yeah,
twice? It was
I
10?
rolled 2d8s. Yeah, it was +4. I rolled a 1 and I rolled a 5. So it was 6.
That was like
and
me
I
with
had a
Iron Beard
+4.
earlier.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It wasn't
What
great.
did Ook get?
He got an 11 to hit, so I don't think he hits.
11 does not quite hit. No.
Yeah, Ook just throws a pebble at him. Fucking misses. Whiffs.
Ook is scared. He like there's swarms of Óndarvar in here. There's a giant, evil-looking antlered, horned Óndarvar that is up in your guys' business. He just like, and he just like meekly tosses the pebble, and it just goes over his shoulder. Óndarvar group 1 going at Drauger.
What?
The highest I got was a 10.
Miss.
It's good.
Awesome. That means it's the Rune Speaker's turn. The Rune Speaker is going to
Come on, Runesy.
run up in front of the king, motioning for the queen to follow. And I know it's not her turn, but she's just going to follow so she can be behind. And she is going to cast Firebolt on the lead Óndarvar. That is a 8 plus 6. Does not quite hit. Just barely not hits. It like whizzes over his shoulder and slams into the wall that is already kind of scorched from the dynamite that Aegin had shot. Oops. That means it is the Óndarvar 3 group, which is on Aegin. Again, 2 slashes at you. I got a 17 and a 4.
Neither of those hit because of my... Wait, does the ring... Does that permanently up my AC for this combat, or is it just those two?
No. It's
Okay,
just the
so
reaction.
both, the 17 hits.
5 slashing and 3 necrotic damage at you with the 1 hit as they slash their swords, and there's not a whole lot of them left as you've taken out a large chunk of their group. The king and the queen are gonna hold their turns for now. They're kind of standing, back to back with the rune speaker. The king and the rune speaker are kind of like got the queen in a protective stance since she doesn't have any sort of weapon, which means we are back to Aegin.
Question: and there's no right answer here. The hunter's mark that I cast on the lead Óndarvar, would you say that had been over an hour ago? Because I cast on him, then we got on the minecart race, and then we got down here. And
I would
then
say so, yeah.
Okay.
I think
That's-
as you felt him approach and you had that mental confirmation, oh, this is the one I've been tracking, that's when it dissipated.
Okay. Thematic.
'Cause, yeah, we've had quite a few things happen since then, so yeah, I'd say probably an hour has passed.
I guess I could roll a perception check, just get a lay of the land. How's everybody looking, both friend and foe?
The lead Óndarvar looks damn near fine. The Óndarvar group 1 is down to 2 Óndarvar. Óndarvar group 3 is down to 5. And the one that escaped you cannot see, but they took I think 10 or 15
19.
damage or something.
19.
Yes, they took quite a bit. But they're still looking okay. They have most of their numbers.
I'm at about half.
So am I. I've got 22 HP.
She's going to take a second to look around after she's fired off this dynamite, and she's going to whip her backpack around to the front and dive her hand in, wrestle around for a minute, and she's going to pull out this scroll of Bane that she got a while ago. And as she pulls it out, it she's going to slap her palm into the middle of it, and you hear that twang of a distant banjo as she casts Bane.
Isn't the spell the antithesis of bless or something?
Essentially, yes. So they have to succeed on a charisma saving throw. Something tells me these Óndarvar are very charismatic.
I'm gonna make the 2 scout groups that you're doing first. They have a +0. I got a 13 and a natural 1.
The 13 saves.
Okay, and then the lead Óndarvar is gonna do it too. Charisma, he's a +1. I rolled a 12 plus 1 is 13.
Damn it! Saves. Fuck!
Oh.
Well, that one group, they get -D4 on all of their attack rolls or saving throws.
Drauger and Cal, you guys are both up near the lead Óndarvar, and you see as he just takes like a half step back, kind of like seeming to prepare himself in a stance. Drauger, it's your turn. He is holding his action.
Holding his action.
Correct.
Then I'm going to use my action to disengage and move back. And then I'll use my bonus action to, once again, Dancing Sword, throw it towards this weak group of Óndarvar.
Awesome.
I rolled an 18 on the die. 11 more damage.
How would you like them to die?
Painfully. No. There's like 2 people left.
Yeah.
I disengage, from around them. I take my sword and sort of like 180 around one of them, so I'm behind him, stab through him, and then the sword shoots and stabs through the other guy, and then I beeline just to get a ways away from the lead Óndarvar.
That group is nothing but mush and dark, sizzling skin.
Am I able to, like, grab the sword again, or does it just continue
I would say that's a free action. If you want to grab it again, I would totally let you just use a free action to grab it, so it's no longer the dancing blade.
And then on my way towards the sword, I put my hand back on it to make it mine again.
Plus, that's just badass, so I mean, like, yeah, absolutely, please do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aegin, you have been keeping an eye on the door, trying to see what this fourth group of Óndarvar are up to. And you haven't been able to see them, but then suddenly all of you guys see that each and every one of the remaining Óndarvar, except for the leader, suddenly dissipate into black smoke as this sudden rhythmic thudding shakes everything in the vault, as this massive shadow begins to creep through the vault door as Thruma's head emerges.
Bro.
He looks badly injured. He just barely squeezes himself through. His bleeding, charred body, his scales are smoldering and cracked. And the door, has to be big enough to put a dragon in anyway, but he seems a little bigger after getting Óndarvar-ified, and he, puts one clawed hand on one side of the door, one on the other, and kind of, pushes it open a little bit, semi-breaking this magical dwarven barrier as he, climbs his way through, slamming his claws into the ground and, slowly approaches you guys. And the lead Óndarvar, who had held his turn, smiles as he reaches a hand back. And as the smoke of the other Óndarvar groups begin to wrap around Thruma, you just hear the Óndarvar say,
Cal, I will fulfill your wish. Brother, let the power of Den Onday, which brought mighty Viltrue and noble Morovin to their knees long ago, now breathe life into you.
No!
And as his outstretched hand begins to dissipate into wispy smoke, it rises into the nostrils of the massive dragon, and you see Thruma's eyes widen before becoming a horrible, inky black. A smile stretches across his injured face.
As I once fought for Father Veldrith against the wretches of Eldrithil, I shall again purge this world of filth like you.
All of the Óndarvar are out of combat, and it is now just you guys in here with corrupted Thruma. So he is going to get his own initiative as all the other Óndarvar are taken out.
Fuck.
Holy
I knew
shit.
I should have waited on
We're
the
fighting.
thing.
a motherfucking dragon.
I'm so
We
scared,
are
guys.
so fucked.
No. We're really fucked. We're like really truly fucked.
We're really, truly extra fucked right now.
Hey, they did all the trouble of almost killing him first.
Does Thruma still have the white scale on him? Attached to him?
He does not. The white scale that the Óndarvar had is nowhere to be seen. Our new order is Aegin, Drauger, Cal, Ook, Thruma, the Rune Speaker, and then the King and Queen. And we're gonna continue where we left off, which means it's Cal's turn. I need you to give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh shit. Okay.
Oh, because his their
Brother
dragons
just shows up out of nowhere.
17.
You do not let it shake your spirit as you see this full-grown, corrupted dragon begin to walk towards you. You've seen all of the Óndarvar spirits flood this thing, animating its unconscious body to become a vessel to attack you. And something primal in you, something very Goliath within you, snaps.
I think in this moment, Cal, he looks at Thruma, and his whole thought process is, this is literally what I've trained my whole life to do. And I think Cal just goes, it seems that my first dragon that I get to fight is the ancient Thruma. It is an honor. And he will run up and go at the closest leg to this dragon. I think he's too much of a bitch to fight him, like, face to face just yet.
As I promised, we would fight together, Stoneborn.
No fucking way. I got another nat 20.
Yes, dude.
I'm actually gonna take this hit to my AC for a sec. I think this moment is like, this is what Cal's been waiting for. He sheathes his shield on his back and two hands his warhammer, and is going after him this way. So my AC, just for your sake, will be 16, at least just for this round of combat. But I want the extra oomph. I do 15 damage to him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cal runs towards him, sheathes his shield, and dual hands his warhammer, blunt end, and he goes for whatever the knee of this dragon's front leg is.
Yeah, you run forward, you've got, two hand, and you just crush right into, like, his knee, and you see these bluish, blackish scales kind of, like, vibrate against it, but they crack a little bit, and you see that wispy black Óndarvar smoke, like, coming out of the side of this guy's leg.
You are not yourself, Thruma. Don't let Veldrith corrupt you. Don't let the Óndarvar corrupt you. And then, I think, after he hits this dragon's leg, he will pull his shield back out.
Yeah, as you, like, pull your shield out again, you went from, one-handing the weapon to two-handing it, and as you grab it and, like, pull it in front of you again, it feels, like, ridiculously heavy. Like, it's almost, like, unbearably heavy to you, as if you're, like, trying to, like, hold up the mountain itself.
Okay, can I tell what it's from? Like, is there any...
It seems to look the exact same, but there is just this enormous heft, this enormous weight that suddenly has filled this thing.
I think Cal, in this moment, is more concerned with holding his shield up as opposed to, like, fighting this dragon. So he's gonna drop his warhammer, and he's gonna do what him and his Goliath brothers have... What they did is fun. They used to work out and shit like that. So he's gonna, lift, dual-hand his shield over his head and, put it in a squat position.
Mm-hmm.
And, he's gonna, in his head, he just goes, Drauger, you have helped me. You have helped us this whole time. I need you one more time. I don't know what is happening. And I imagine, the weight of the shield is, cracking the ground around him a little bit.
Yeah.
And
that's awesome.
Through the cracks, you see fingers, and then you see a hand, and then you see forearm, and you see Thraldor's hands grab either side of the shield and help Cal hold it up.
That's so sick.
And as like you hoist it up, that great eagle that was emblazoned into the front of your shield, it grows as bright as the sun and explodes in a brilliant light, and these streams of energy come off of it like bolts of lightning, hitting you and your companions. And you see, like you said, the apparition of Drauger himself as he is like physically helping you to raise this shield back up.
Best spotter ever.
You hear the voice of Drauger as he says,
You shall not fail, my son. Hold fast. You have my blessing.
Everybody is going to get a short rest of HP back and up to 2 spell slots recovered with Drauger's blessing.
Damn, bro.
Hell yeah.
Daddy Drauger.
Thank you, Stone Daddy.
He hit his second phase, and so did you guys.
Yes. We can do cool shit again.
So Thruma looks down to see the visage of Drauger helping you raise your shield. Everybody else around you, you see Drauger helping Cal raise his shield. You see him just as you had seen him before, hours ago, earlier in the mine when he had given you your task to go awaken the Last Colossus. And he is standing there with you now, his blessing upon all of you, just as he said it would be. But Thruma is going to take 2 attacks, one with his bite and one with his claw or his tail. So he is up in front of Cal. So Cal, I think what's going to happen here is you just take both hits.
What?
Thruma can also move.
That's true. Okay, yeah, that's what he'll do. He's going to... You've hit him in the leg. He sees Drauger helping you with his shield and is going to stay within melee distance of you and kind of start to like circle you and watch as you and your god struggle to lift this shield. Herculean task for you two, which is nothing to an ancient dragon like him. He is going to circle, again, staying within that 5 feet, and kind of get in between all of you guys. That feels a little more fair. I'm gonna roll a d4 and see who he attacks first. It's Drauger's a 1, Cal is a 2, Aegin's a 3, Runespeaker's a 4. It is a 2, and then the second attack is a 4. So he'll go for Cal and then the Runespeaker. So
No!
He's going to try and bite at you, Cal.
Not the Runespeaker!
Caster isn't squishy or anything.
It's gonna fucking miss.
You got a natural 1 to bite you.
Get fucked.
Please get a free swing in on him.
Yeah, Cal. He's like successfully lifted the shield.
Yeah, you lift up the shield, and as you like lift it, all the weight seems to come off of it. It like flies into the air, and then you grab your shield and your warhammer.
Oh shit, that's awesome. Like literally the fucking stone eagle fucking flies the shield into the air. That's fucking sick.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Cal's gonna grab his warhammer from the ground, and this time he's going to go for this through his eye. That is a 19 to hit him.
A 19 hits.
Let's fucking go. Okay. I'm also going to Divine Smite on him. Okay, 7 bludgeoning damage, and then... Damn, I rolled 2 8s. And 16 radiant damage. As I Divine Smite him.
23 total.
23 total.
Yes.
You got him down to double digits.
Hey, that's fucking awesome. That's fucking awesome. Yeah. Cal has lifted his shield. He grabs his warhammer, pick end, facing outwards, swings wide into his eye, and just channels all of that rage and fury. And this like golden light from Drauger sort of like goes through his hammer, and you start to see like through his eye starts to glow that color too.
Nice. Before Thruma makes his attack on the Runespeaker, Drauger, you feel a hand on your shoulder, a wet, cold, strong hand. And you smell death and you smell the ocean.
Yes, Seafaith.
let us take away the blessing we have bestowed upon him. Together, you are worthy to be my blade.
And you see the non-staffed hand of Eferth reach out towards the eyes of Thruma that you had earlier blessed to help him see again.
And the sword, I one-handed point it towards the head of Thruma.
And like Moon Knight and Khonshu turning back the sky in the Moon Knight show together, you and your patron god relinquish the blessing that you had bestowed upon this dragon, removing its divine sight that you had previously blessed it with, now rendering him blind again.
You have squandered the gifts bestowed upon you by Eferth, and I am here to reclaim them.
I will send your rotten armor back to your god, floating upon the arching ashes.
It is going to make its attack on the rune speaker. Yeah, that is. I rolled one above her AC before adding my modifier. So it is going to tail hit her for 23 to hit. And it's 2d8. 2, 3, plus 7 is 10 bludgeoning damage to the rune speaker, taking out a
How's she
third of her
doing?
health, or a fourth of her health
Okay.
in one hit.
Oh wow. Okay, she's fine.
Thruma has tried to bite at Cal, but in his ignorance of his ego, he is blindsided literally by Cal as he gets his eye slammed. Then simultaneously Drauger and Eferth himself remove the blessing upon his eyes, and he wails, slamming his tail around, hitting the rune speaker for a small amount of damage. It is her turn. So as she is standing in front of the king and the queen, she puts her hands together, and as she pulls them apart, this giant flaming orb is conjured between her hands, and she blasts a fireball at Thruma. He needs to make a dexterity, 20-foot radius, which is, I'm pretty sure, just him. He has a +0 to dex, apparently. Okay, hell yeah.
Does he have a legendary resistance?
14, he does. Trying to figure out how much of a dick I am. He had a 7, but he's going to legendary resist and take half of 8d6 fire damage instead. So he's going to take 13 fire damage.
Yeah.
After the rune speaker's turn, it is going to be the king and the queen. The king is going to run up directly next to the rune speaker and do 2 slashing attacks against Thruma's legs.
I know that we have used the scale to help you. Thruma, let us help you once more.
He's going to fucking fail both of them. A nat 1 and a 12. Neither one of them hit. I'm going to give him a dex check to see if he can keep a hold of that scimitar without it flying out of his hands from whapping against the big dragon. That's an 18. Okay, he can keep hold of it, but it's nat 1. All right, back to the top. Aegin, it is your turn.
Aegin's gonna pull her bow out, and she's gonna just classic try to shoot it right in the mouth. Has a very solemn expression on her face as she attempts this. And she's also going to cast True Strike on this. So this is, instead of an actual arrow firing out, this is a radiant arrow.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
I'm hoping that maybe he still has, because he got all his powers from the Óndarvar, that maybe he's still... Yeah, so that's going to be a 19 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
I rolled a 1 for damage, which makes it not a 6, because I add things to it. Ooh, that's going to be 10 radiant damage.
Okay. It'll do 15 radiant damage. As yes, it does still have a little bit of the Óndarvar stats in it, and he's already weakened from his fight with the Óndarvar. Clearly not at his full power. He is definitely weakened by that radiant damage.
But yeah, I just imagine as she releases the arrow, it's this shimmering golden beam that just goes right through him.
So he's vulnerable to radiant damage.
Yes, he is. He is vulnerable with an asterisk. He will not take double damage. He'll take a quarter of the damage. He is still a blue dragon. He just has some Óndarvar properties from being brought back. So I will let a little bit of extra. It was 10, so I just took half. Instead of like making it 20, I just made it 15.
I divine spited him earlier.
No, thank you so much for bringing that up. Do you remember off the top of the dome how much radiant damage you did with that attack?
I did max. I did 16. I rolled 2 8s.
Okay, then he'll take another 8 damage from that radiant blast then.
Bonus action. Hexblade Curse.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
The hand on my shoulder grips tightly, and this ocean breeze filters in through this enclosed room, and a large gate forms behind Thruma, and this skeletal hand reaches and dissipates into Thruma.
Nice. It like Thruma growls as he feels this giant spectral hand that emerged from the arch. And Drauger, usually you kind of just feel innately that Ifrith is there. You don't see him right now, but it feels like he is standing right behind you, still a hand on your shoulder. Like he has not left you since earlier when you came to him for wisdom.
That was my bonus action, so I'm going to use my action to swing my sword. Hexblade Curse allows me to crit on 19s.
You get another 19?
And I rolled a 19.
Yes, you did.
So this is going to be 4d6 plus 7 from this one swing. 27 damage.
Holy
Oh my
cow.
god.
Holy shit.
So I'm like, I have my great sword pointed towards Thruma, and like in a flash, I am like up above him with both hands on my sword pointing down, and I just like I slash into the nape of his neck and slide down below where where his ear would be.
Yes.
And land back down on the ground.
And you see like where you cut down, just like with the Óndarvar, the black smoky blood starting to swirl into the air, and in that black swirl you can see Ifrith like standing over all of you, staff on the ground. And you like, probably for the first time since you have begun your pact with Ifrith, it feels less like he's on the sideline and more like he's there with you. Something has changed. And you think that it's from this conversation that you had with the Óndarvar and the words that you spoke of your devotion. Something has shifted in this relationship for the time being. You know how finicky your god is. But for right now, you feel Ifrith is like, he's got your back.
When I like land on the ground, I look up to Thruma and say,
I am the blade of Ifrith, and the Hangmen have never known defeat.
Oh, today, you will die once more.
You can't outdo me in my own fight! And he's going to try and fucking mount the head of Thruma. Like, get on top of his head.
yeah, we can tag team it. Like when I fall down, I like drag him down, his head down to the ground.
Yes.
Yeah. I imagine Cal, like, reaches up and grabs, like, one of the horns of his head and, like, vaults himself up on top of his head.
Okay, with you guys tag teaming that, why don't you give me an athletics check and your DC will be significantly reduced.
That is a 17.
Easy mode. It's just second nature to you. You have trained your whole life to fight dragons. And your second nature kicks in. I mean, you watch as Drauger pulls his head down without even thinking. Your hand is on the scale, lifting yourself up as he starts to lift his head again.
Hell yeah. And I think, is that my action, or can I still attack him?
Nah, man, that's a free action. You keep going.
Okay. I imagine he like, that, his warhammer is still stuck in his eye, and he, like, wrenches himself up with that too. Like, that's him pulling up something he uses to pull himself up, rips it out, and goes back towards his eye. I'm gonna roll to hit. That is a 16 to hit.
A 16 hits.
I'm smiting this motherfucker again. Okay, so 7 straight bludgeoning damage, and then 13 radiant damage.
And Thruma is looking extremely weakened, extremely distraught. He was already severely injured from his fight when he first came in here. And now even with the Óndarvar fueling him with their anger and their darkness, you guys have brought him below his halfway points. Actually, quite a bit below his halfway point.
Ook doesn't fucking... Ook is a scared little bitch right now on Cal.
Do not talk about my king like that. I know you did not just say that.
He got a 6 to hit this guy.
It's a little wobbly. You're
this
tossing
is-
and turning him up there. He's trying to like stay on your shoulder, but he is just one little guy. He can't do it all.
This is not Ook's session, man.
That's okay. He had a last session and the session before that.
Yes, honestly, no. That's what I wanted to hear right now. As Cal is climbing his head to get up on top of him and is like riding his head, and he slams and smites into Thruma. Cal is just going, "You are better than this! You can overcome your nature!" And he just slamming the fuck out of this guy.
My god is my nature.
He's going to use one of his legendary actions at the end of your turn. He is going to use his wing attack. Each creature within 10 feet of him must make a dexterity saving throw. So,
Damn, that's like all of us.
I think we're all there.
Everybody except for Cal and Ook, yeah. And the queen. The queen is 15 feet, right? 5, 10. She's 10, never mind.
But to make a Dexo save?
Yes, a DC 17 dexterity saving throw.
I got a 15.
I don't make it.
The rune speaker makes it, the king makes it, the queen does not make it.
Good thing I gave her those 8 hit points. She'll need them.
Yeah, seriously.
She's gonna fucking die.
Yeah.
Don't say that. Don't say that to me right now.
No, she's not gonna die.
Does this feel like an amount of damage that I would want to use heroic inspiration to avoid?
It's going to be 17 bludgeoning damage.
That's fine.
Drauger, Aegin, and the queen are all knocked prone, so she is going to take 17.
Shit.
She is down to 21 health. Cal, you are still on the back. He can fly up to half of his flying speed, so he's going to circle you guys, lining up to use his lightning breath on you.
Oh no!
Uh-oh.
5 foot wide, 90 feet long.
Yep, that's all of us.
It will get everybody but the queen.
You can get the queen in there.
Get the queen in there. Get them all.
I can get the queen in there. All right.
You're so fucked for doing that.
Wow.
Okay.
This is when I'm playing Baldur's Gate 3, as I sit there for 5 million years trying to get everybody in my one beam.
Drauger, I need you to give me a dexterity saving throw.
Is it DC 17?
It is, unfortunately, a little higher than that.
19?
A 19 beats it. You are only going to take
Let's
half
go!
damage.
Yes!
The king is going to make his save. He does not save. The rune speaker is going to make her save. She saves.
Oh, thank
The
God.
queen is going to make her save. She saves.
Fails.
Whoa!
No way!
16 plus 2 is 18, which beats it. Aegin, you need to do a DC 18 dexterity saving throw.
Come on.
Ooh.
That's another solid 8 that I just rolled.
You have inspiration, don't you?
I do, and I am going to burn it because this will down me. But still might. That still doesn't beat it. That's only a 16.
Aegin and the king are going to take 19 lightning damage.
You see Aegin like right in the front line of this big lightning strike, and like as it hits her, she just like tenses up, like goes, ah! And then collapses to the ground.
Oh no.
Unconscious?
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
She's like twitching on the ground.
The rune speaker is down to 11, the king is down to 13, the queen is down to 2.
I imagine, like, as this is happening, Cal's like on top of his head watching him fucking throw lightning at everyone. And he just goes, Thruma, I want you to prove me wrong!
Persuasion?
A side eye and a dice roll.
Yeah, give me
I
a
love a side eye and a
persuasion roll
dice
really quick.
20 on stilts?
Is the rune speaker's turn. I'm trying to think as the rune speaker and not as the DM right now. She
No, I know, I'm fucking-
would
totally
go
fucking-
to help
fucking.
the king and queen, as is
Yeah.
her duty
100%.
over Aegin.
That's her job.
You're her
Yeah.
friend, but she needs to do her job. So she is going
Like, I was kind of rude to
to-
her before this minecart business, so I get it.
She's gonna healing word the queen since she's down to 2 HP.
The last spell slot.
The rune speaker next to the queen looks at her and says,
You're not done yet.
and it's going to heal her for 18 health. The king is going to run forward and is going to press a hand against Aegin's shoulder and says,
We may not see eye to eye, but today you can be a hero.
he's going to cast heroism upon you. You're imbued with bravery. You're immune to being frightened and will gain temp HP at the start of each of your turns. And so you're going to gain, he has a very low spellcasting modifier, but you're going to gain 2 temp HP at the start of each of your turns, which should hopefully be enough to bring you back up on your turn.
Yes!
Which it is now your turn.
I'm a hero every day of my life. Ugh! And she stands up and she whips her bow back in front of her and just like takes a wild shot at this dragon. From her knees. She's not getting off the ground.
Taking pot shots.
That is a 22 to hit.
That hits.
Damn!
That is going to be 14 points of damage, and she's going to cast Hail of Thorns on top of that. So that will be additional 1d10 damage. That's 9 points of damage, so 9 plus 14, it's 23 points of damage. It's a similar thing, though, to like when she would shoot it into the Óndarvar, where it's like she shoots this bow, like this arrow, and like right from where the arrow hits, these like large spikes just kind of like break through some of the scales from the inside.
There's a couple of things I can do. I was gonna cast Branding Smite, which does an extra 2d6 radiant. But I took a hit, so I might cast Armor of Agathis, which will do damage. I think I'll do that. So here's what I'm gonna do. As I'm running closer to Thruma, I cast Armor of Agathis on myself. So I gain 10 temporary HP. Then I'm going to bonus action Dancing Sword, throw it towards Thruma. 24.
That hits.
Be 2d6 plus 7. 16 damage.
Cal, it is your turn. You are still on the back of this thing. It looks, Thruma looks like he is about to go down, like a giant tree being, fallen. He looks like he is about to just collapse.
As we've been hitting him, this like Óndarvar wispiness has come out of him. His nature hasn't seemed to change at all
No,
since we've been hitting him. Okay.
not yet.
He didn't really respond to anything.
Well, maybe. Hasn't been his turn yet since you talked about it.
That's true. Do I want to be a dick or just hit him? I'm just gonna hit him. Yeah. He's on him. This is what he does. This is a 15 hit.
A 15 does not quite hit.
I think I'm gonna use my inspiration and reroll that. That's even worse.
Tough.
Yeah, I think just as, was flying around, moving around, Cal doesn't get any purchase.
What about your shield bash? Is that just like a reaction?
It doesn't say I have to hit him. It just if you attack a creature within 5 feet of you as part of the attack action with a melee weapon, you can immediately bash the target with your shield if it's equipped. Cal's not getting any purchase with his warhammer, so he again, like he did earlier, double hands his shield and fucking takes the end of it and just like starts slamming it into his head. He's got to roll it. DC 13 strength saving throw.
He is doing this with disadvantage, as you gave him inspiration on his Constitution check earlier.
Oh shit!
And he just barely passed, which means that his regular nature is trying to seep through. He is going to try and help give in. It's a strength save.
Yeah, it's DC 13.
That is a 14 and a natural 1.
No fucking way!
For an 8, which is lower than a 13.
Hell yeah.
So as you slam your shield repeatedly into his head, it seems to be doing nothing. But for a moment, this almost feeling of recognition can be seen in his eyes, and he lifts his head up to let you slam into it. You take out his one remaining hit point, because for the love of God, I did not want Ook to get this one.
Hey, Matthew, thanks for that.
You slam the shield, you slam. It's not working. He lifts his head up to help you, and as you slam it one more time, it dislodges a scale and sinks into the flesh of his head, and his head collapses, falling upon the ground, and instantaneously sending a plume of black smoke expelling from his nostrils, which takes on the form of the lead Óndarvar, resting on one knee as its pure black form is seeming to melt before your eyes, as an acidic sizzle echoes all around. It gazes upon its ruined flesh, upon the once again unconscious Thruma. His void-like eyes meet your gaze as it begins to choke on the death that's gripped its throat. It shakes its head in absolute awe that you have brought it down, that you have brought the corrupted dragon down.
What is this? Hail the one which time forgot. Your downfall will be swift. Eventually the hangman must lose. I will return for you. I swear it on the eternal soul of Merlvin.
And a blast of dark energy explodes outwards as the Óndarvar implodes upon itself, ceasing to exist and leaving only the pommel of the sword on the ground where it once stood. The king and queen are free. The Óndarvar's grasp on Storsmithia has been relinquished. The rune speaker delivered to her post, and the ring back in the possession of Osiris royalty. Your first task in this journey has reached its end, but this is merely the beginning in your quest to save the world and awaken the Last Colossus. You have no more than just a moment to wrestle with these thoughts before Thruma begins to thrash upon the ground, his eyes rolled back and shining a gleaming white where no iris sees. He growls these unintelligible things as he slams his mighty head against the ground. The rune speaker thrusts her hands forward, placing a bubble around his head as King Ironbeard turns towards you with a saddened look upon his face.
I am sorry. I know the things that I have told you have not settled well. We have not the time to explain the things that have happened. We will try to take care of this. But for now, you will need to escape here. You need to leave. Storsmithia. But I ask you this. Please, when you can, go towards Larian. See what you can figure out of what is going on there. I implore you, whenever you can. It seems that for a while, the grasp of the Óndarvar will be lessened on his place. You have time. You do what you see as necessary. I understand you are on your own quest, but as a king, and as someone who is indebted to you, I ask for more favors. When you can, seek what is happening in Larian. report back to me. I cannot thank you enough for what has happened. I cannot thank you enough for what you have done here. We'll get Thruma back to his former self before you return. I swear on it.
Okay, that all sounds good. But like, right now, in this moment, do you need us to leave this room?
What we have to do here today, it is not for the eyes of many to see. I need you to place your trust in me for just a moment. Please.
Okay. Alright. And she's gonna roll into her stomach and just start crawling towards the door.
Everything will be revealed in due time, I promise you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that imagery is funny as fuck.
Aegin could not give a fuck right now.
Not at all.
Dude, it has been the longest day ever. She's almost died twice.
Cal needs to pick Aegin up.
Yeah. Cal rips his shield out of the wound he just created out of his head and just like badass like vaults off his head. And then Cal will go over to Aegin and cast Lay on Hands. So you get 5 HP back.
Okay, thanks. I'm no longer at 0.
Your Highness, we shall go. But there is nothing that we can do for Thruma?
What can be done for Thruma has to happen here. You have heard the secret lies in the volcano, in the heart of the mountain. This is still the truth. I will reveal to you, in due time, the scale that was taken. We need to do something about it. I can put him back to his form. The corruption of Eldrith tries to take over again. It is a lengthy, difficult process. With us and what lies in the heart, we can make it better.
Is there no way that they can overcome this without the outside influence?
The corruption of Eldrith, it runs deep into the very soul, into the very nature. Your Goliath kin, they have an understanding of this. I wish to break this, for them to no longer have to feel this, but it takes time. I wish there was another way.
We'll add it to the list.
Like I said, when you can make it there, I cannot ask too much. You've already done so much. But whenever you do decide to go to Larian, there is a small, unnamed town just to the west of it. You'll know you're in the right place. There's an entrance that's marked by 2 trees whose branches have woven themselves together and sprouted white roses. Look for the hut with the blue shutters. The woman inside will give you your reward that you rightfully deserve. Tell her the sirens still sing for you. She'll know what that means.
If it puts us closer to taking out the Óndarvar that are doing this to the dragons, you can count me in.
Thank you. You have all been so brave. You have done so much more than anybody could. For me to ask anything more is obscene. But I must ask. And for that I am deeply, deeply sorry.
You know what? We seem to have been chosen by the gods, so I think we're just the people to ask.
Thank you. From the bottom of my heart, to the heart of this volcano, to the beating stone heart of Hreldor himself, thank you.
And he reaches out, like, towards you guys, and then out of thin air, this lantern appears in his hand. And he hands it out towards you.
Take this. It will safely light your way back to the surface.
Is there like an elevator somewhere?
It will lead you to the secret pathway, yes.
Oh, thank God. Thank the stars.
I did not want to fight the mimics again.
King Ironbeard, you're not so bad.
I grab the lantern.
And you take it. It looks like just like a basic oil lantern, but there's this bright green light that shines through to light your way. It's unlike anything you've ever seen. And as Thruma thrashes once more and growls and shakes the vault, and you guys begin to depart, the rune speaker gives you a solemn nod and says,
I know that we will see each other again. Be safe on your journey. We will make things right here. You have my word.
You better, Runesy. I'm looking forward to seeing you again.
And as she nods towards you, King Ironbeard nods at you to go. You leave onwards towards your quest to save the world. And more importantly, to you all leveling up before our winter break.
Let's go!
Yay!
Thank you everybody for joining us for Chapter 10, Assassins of Kings Part 2. I'm Matthew, and I'm the Dungeon Master.
I'm Jordan, and I played Aegin.
I'm Nathan, and I played Kalgorath.
I'm Noah, and I played Drauger.
We will be going on a little bit of a hiatus as the holidays are coming up for us, but we will see you guys back in the middle of January with Chapter 11, Through the Fire and Flame.
I don't know if anyone's out there. I don't know if anyone's even listening to these logs, but I'm going to keep recording them because it's at least nice to have someone to talk to, even if it's just me. God. My name is Jackson. I'm an engineer on Artemis Station. I'm nobody. I'm nothing special up here, and now I'm being hunted. 10 days ago, our station went dark. I'm sure the data analysts on shift that night noticed right away, but it took the rest of us a while to pick up on it. Not a lot of windows on a space station, especially this one close to a star. But then Saul from, I want to say the gravitational physics department, went up to the observation deck and started screaming about going selectively blind, and we all started to clue in. I went and looked myself, and there was just nothing. No sun, no stars, just darkness. The captain claimed that it was just an odd radiation storm, that we had enough auxiliary power stored away to be okay. They talked as if it was a temporary thing. And I bought it. Wouldn't you? Not a lot of options to the contrary up here. I even kept up my routine engine inspections until last Thursday. That's when they arrived. I don't really know who or what they are, and I don't think anyone did. Crew members started disappearing, and that's when the station really started to panic. One course of action became clear real fast. Stay in the light. And it makes me wonder if this whole darkness thing was just a way to toy with us, you know? The lights went out, and it was like something reached into our subconscious and pulled out the most basic of human terrors, fear of the dark. No matter what you tell yourself, you never outgrow it. What if they just wanted to hunt us in the dark? What if they just wanted us scared? Stay in the light. Speaking of which, I should probably conserve power. This may be my last vlog, at least for a little bit. If you were hoping for more answers, I don't know what to tell you. The world is dark, and I am alive. That's all I know. That's